Welcome to your first XNA tutorial. I will be using XNA 4.0 along with Visual C Sharp 2010 Express. To use XNA 4.0, it does require Visual C Sharp 2010. A little bit different with this tutorial series because of the fact that XNA is so damn easy to use. I will not be including the source files with this. I want you to go through and just do it yourself because of the fact that it is easy. I will be naming the project XNA One. Yeah, you gotta go for a new project. Should have said that, but anyway. Once this creates, it might take a little while because I'm an idiot and have a DVD encoding while I'm doing this. But what the hell? There we go. Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're just going to load a image and display it on the screen, which in XNA is really easy to do. There's three things you have to, I think it's three, yeah, it's three things you have to do in XNA. You have to, first you have to declare a texture, or yeah, texture, which is the object that represents 2D images in XNA. So you go up here in your class game 1, Microsoft.xna.framework.game. You're going to go ahead and you're going to do that. You're going to do a texture 2D, and I just named mine image. If you don't know or have any idea what texture 2D image does, get out of this tutorial and go watch regular programming tutorials. It's my best advice. Now, in a class that I've been in, the director has been doing curly braces, well, the person who is instructing us, and having get set within them to automatically, I guess, set the value of texture 2D. But it is my understanding that C# automatically will do something similar to that. So there's no reason to initialize the value. The second thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to load the content. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to delete these comments right here. And we're going to do image equals content.load. Texture 2D within the greater than less than sign. And we're just going to do this for the time being. Now we've got to come over here and we've got to, what's going to go between these quotation marks is the image name. So you want to come over here to XNA1 content. It has to be the content part. This right here. You're going to, and if you don't have your Solution Explorer, you can just go to View, Other Windows, and bring up the Solution Explorer. Just wanted to do that to avoid people asking. And we're going to go to Add Existing Item. We're going to go to, I believe I should have something on my desktop. Yeah. I originally did this tutorial like a week ago, but some weird stuff happened. We gotta change the texture files. It should do it. Maybe not. Okay, so we're gonna do the worst case scenario, and I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna bring in this codeblue.png since I've already got it created, and I don't have to worry about creating it because all we're caring about right now is getting the image on screen. So just gonna type here codeblue. You do not want to put the extension on it. If you put the extension on the file name in here, it will not load. It won't find it. Also, you need to really need to handle the exceptions with this. I'm not going to cover that. but I'll probably do that in a later tutorial. We're gonna come down here to the draw, and we're gonna go ahead and we're going to go ahead and get this tutorial pretty much over with. We're gonna do sprite batch.draw. We're gonna do image, new point, no, new vector 2, my bad. This is XNA, not WinForms. And we're going to do color.white. I'm gonna hope, yep, I remember the overloads, yay. So that's basically all you need to get the image on screen. Let's hurry up, I'll show it to you. Oh yeah, alright, so when you run the project, you may get some message similar to this. Now, this is easily fixed. Just go to Project, Properties, and you're going to click this Use Reach to access limited API set supported by Windows Phone, Xbox 360, and Windows. You're going to go ahead and you're going to run it. Yeah, and it's really, really slow. Yours hopefully isn't like this. And yes, my own stupidity. Sprite batch.begin. Sprite batch.end. And all your draw code has to be called between these two. And for you to call sprite batch.begin, .end has to be called first after the first time that .begin has been ran. I think that's pretty much, yeah. Now we're going to do this one more time and hopefully it'll work. It should. Let's put it that way. Yeah, my image is like way too big for the screen in Craft, but we're not concerned with that. Now we're going to go, and I'm going to, and if you want to, you can just like exit this part of the tutorial. I'm going to show you how to rename your class for this. You're just going to come over here and you're going to do main game. That's what I would name it. Because this is the main game class. You're going to do main game here. You're going to run it. And we want the build errors in this case. You're just going to double click on the build error and it's going to take you right to the file that you need to change. If you want to do it from over here, it's program.cs, but I think it's just as easy to do it that way. And do it like that so you can rename the class. Great. And now I'm going to go in here and I'm going to explain basically what XNA does when it runs. You know, it comes from the program.cs and it enters the main function here. It does using main game equals new main game. So I'm guessing while that's created, it'll do game.run. Not sure about the using command. I'm not concerned about it. I don't think I need to know that bad, so I'm going to go ahead and come over here to the main game class. When it gets to the main game class, it'll of course, you know, all this will be declared and crap, but it'll of course also run the constructor public main game, and it'll make a new graphics device. With this graphics device, you can do graphics dot. And you can set stuff like window height and stuff. We'll go over that later. It sets the root directory for content, which happens to be the content folder within the XNA program. You don't really want to change that. It also has initialization logic, which is going to be stuff that's actually you're going to initialize stuff with actual logic for this. Then you have your load content. You're going to use the content manager sprite batch for stuff like, you know, textures, 3D models. If you want to do the 3D part of XNA, which I have not got into yet. down here you have the unload content, which is anything that is not loaded with the content manager. So I'm pretty sure like this image right here, you don't need to unload that in the unload content. It should automatically be taken care of. Then you're gonna have your update function, as in with all game loops. You're gonna want to put your code in between this if gamepad.get state, all this right here, and the base.get update game time, because that's what passes, what happens in here to update. Then of course you're gonna also have the inherited draw function from the other class, and we already know what happens here. You draw your crap. You don't want to do much logic in here. Maybe if you have like a game state, you can do that in here to decide what to draw. Sprite batch.begin, sprite batch.end, and all your draw has to go in between those two. That's pretty much a breakdown of XNA and the basics. I will be going into more detail in the next tutorial. Thanks for watching.